Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live for the first time. Just want to make sure everything is working perfectly. You guys can hear me clearly. Perfect. Looks like it's going smoothly. Awesome. So this is the Sleepless Panda. First time live on YouTube. Welcome guys to this channel. Sleepless Panda comes from SimplePix team, and we are here to show you guys what we do, how we do it, how profitable and lucrative it could be. Nothing from what you see here is financial advice. It is all our own personal analysis, our own personal trades. Feel free to take them with us. Feel free to just have them there to learn. So as you guys can see, the setup is pretty clear. You got MetaTrader here in the very bottom corner. You can see all the trades that we're currently in. Currently I just have USD CAD running. I took a short almost an hour ago, and I will be breaking the setup. So it's always good to start from the bigger time frames and go down. Weekly candle just opened yesterday. We're getting a wick somehow right now. The top wick has been created for the time being, right? The structure is bearish. Price is not able to break above this current zone. As you can see, rejection, 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 rejection. And we have a very key zone right here, which is kind of what price is holding right now. So weekly is overall on a bullish trend. However, it's having some struggle breaking above here, right? So this gives us an indication there's some weakness, as we've been seeing for the past previous weeks. And the previous weekly candle was bearish as well. Going into the daily chart, we can also see you got some type of rejection over here, right there. It's pretty clear. Price isn't able to close above there. Every time it taps this zone, you get a rejection, clear rejection zones, rejection, rejection, right? So we're forming a structure over here. You got a first minor support zone over here. There's a nice fair value gap over here in this zone. And the way we trade mainly depends on fair value gaps and proper timing. So that's kind of what we're looking for on USD CAD. Somewhere for this fair value gap to get tapped. Right, so we could be seeing something like this over the next couple of days, right? Or it might continue further lower. So we'll have to check and assess USD CAD again when it comes closer to this area. For now, my target will mainly be to tap this area first, and once this area is tapped, we will figure out what's next. Okay, so now we know kind of what we're looking for in the daily time frame. Let's take this to our advantage. Let's take this to advantage on the lower time frames and see what we can find. On the 4-hour time frame, it's pretty clear. There was a fair value gap over here. Let's delete this one. There was a fair value gap over here which got respected, and it got respected beautifully, right? That was one tap, that was the second tap, and that was a third tap. And after that third tap, price has melted over 160 pips. So you have an advantage point over here, right? And this tells me enough. So we have a bear structure. This was a crazy impulse move downwards. We pulled back up to that fair value gap, which by coincidence seems to start right below that 62%. And we see that 62% tap in perfectly. So this move is done. And right now what we're trying to see is, okay, this is a fair value gap that has been respected. You get this fair value gap right here, which is in the play right now. And this is why I took the short. We had a massive move upwards, a crazy impulse downwards, cleared some liquidity, and then there was another order. Wow, this was phenomenal. Check this out. Right here, go to the make this red. Tapped here again, cleared some liquidity after all this impulsive move upwards, went back up for that 62% zone slash fair value gap on the 4-hour time frame, and we've been seeing a downward trend ever since, right? So now we know. Let's see, where did, there we go. Makes sense. So let's try and mess with this just so that we are able to even see. Let's see, where did we used to mess with that? Alright, that's another day's problem. So 4-hour time frame, we saw this impulsive move again downwards, right? And now what we're waiting to see is, or what we waited to see was, okay, are we going back up for some fair value gap, which was right here on the 4-hour time frame? Are we gonna reject and break this low, 1.359? Right, as soon as we break 1.359, don't even think of longing USD CAD, right? Because it's pretty clear. Once we break 1.359, we're heading to 1.3558, which we could possibly see a nice rejection over here in this zone. 1.35590 back to 1.358 for an impulse move or for a retracement before we go a little deeper into 1.352. As you can see, currently we're running at $227 a profit. Original risk on this trade was $250, so I'm almost running 1-to-1 risk to reward. Thus, very shortly I will be moving my stop loss to break even. Always make sure you turn a winning, you never, take a winning trade and turns into a losing trade. If you're in profit, you're over 1-to-1 risk to reward. Our strategy says move stops to break even and enjoy the ride. Entry was around here, 1.36550. So that's somewhere around here. And our TP, and as we mentioned, is at 1.352. That's our final take profit target. And our stop was right below here, right above here. It's a 1 to 4.9 risk to reward ratio. That's a pretty decent risk to reward. Clean entry so far. We barely saw any God, it's 3 AM here. We have never saw barely any drawdown, and it has been rejecting the zone pretty nicely. Euro USD, yeah, Euro USD looks like a clean long. AUD USD probably looks like a clean long too. AUD USD looks like a clean long. I will be looking for longs on AUD USD as soon as the market gives us some sort of pullback. Just because we already pumped hard. 1.658. Gotta go a little lower for an entry on AU. You can see prices pumping hard here, and you got this nice fair value gap on the hourly time frame. 4 hour time frame, you get this with no bottom wick, which is disgusting, but we'll have to deal with that. 30-minute straight pump from here. Yeah, there's no entry on AU right now. Very possible chance of a retracement during New York session. This is where I'd possibly look for longs. You got the zone, which turned from a fair value gap. Right? This looks, yeah, perfect. So this turned from being a fair value gap that got respected here into looks like a break of structure. So maybe what we could possibly see is a dip to here, somewhere around here, right? And then you get another impulse move with something like this, right? Where it taps here again, right? And then you start seeing upward momentum for the rest of the week. Right, it's Monday. I don't usually like taking trades early on Monday. USD CAD played out perfectly. I thought we're getting the pullback around this time, and I was expecting to be executing this trade live. However, my limit got activated, and thus we're in the trade. I'm also looking at a long on gold. The long on gold is probably going to be around this zone. From right here to right here, right? And what I am looking for is a tap into the zone, some type of rejection, right? And then upwards momentum creates an imbalance over here, right? Looking for an imbalance over here, and then take out this high. This is a very high probability trade that I'm looking at. I would love to take positions at around 2004, 2003 with a stop loss at 1998, right below that order block, final order block that we saw right here. And that is at least a 1 to 3 risk reward trade. Just normal targets. I'll target this high. Targeting this high would be a very, very, very decent target. You're not aiming to make millions out of one setup, but you're looking to catch whatever, you know. You can leave some runners above 2018, but I wouldn't dare to hold a position fully right after 2018 taps. Because this massive move that we got yesterday was insane, and that was right on Sunday market opening. We got a 160 pip move. I'm gonna keep this short for today, just 20 minutes, just because again it's Monday. Most of the moves usually happen Tuesday to Friday. And I do not aim to push a trade. Again, USD CAD. I'll go back to USD CAD. This is the trade we take. This is the trade that we took earlier. I take this over and over again. If you find a possible entry or a pullback anywhere in the zone, you're more than happy to execute the trade with us. Again, it's a 1 to 5 risk to reward trade, and I will be sharing the full analysis of USD CAD once this trade plays out. If we get taken out, I'll be giving out an update. And feel free to check out our website, www.simplepix.io. We're always here to help. We're here to share our knowledge. We're a team of experts. We've gathered around this knowledge over 4 years. We've been in the market for over 4 years with 85 to 95% win ratio, right? We are positive RR traders. Most of our trades are 1 to 2 or 1 to 4 risk to reward, sometimes 1 to 5, depending whether the setup presents itself or not. And we will be trading New York session, London session live on YouTube, free of charge, for everyone to learn, ask us questions, and we're here to duplicate and transfer the knowledge that we've gathered around over these years to you without having to go through all the hassle that we went through figuring out what's garbage and what's not, what info works, what doesn't, right? So yeah, this is USD CAD, guys. We got USD CAD on the watch, gold again on the watch. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking for longs at around 2003, 2004, around this zone. And do not over leverage. Take proper risk. Adjust your risk to what's comfortable to you. If you're comfortable risking 5% a trade, go for it. If you're comfortable risking 10% a trade, go for it. Just properly risk your account. You can always blow your account on one trade, but you'll never be a millionaire in one setup. We'll be live Monday to Friday. In the YouTube live description, you'll be able to see our Instagram, you'll be able to see our Twitter handle, and you'll be able to see our email. Feel free to message us on any of those if you have any questions on how to join our Discord channel, or if you have any educational questions about why we took a certain setup. We're always here to help. We're more than happy to answer your questions. There's nothing such a silly question. Every question matters. And yeah, I feel really happy that we're finally moving forward with this step. We've been talking about it for a while. It's good to be finally executing this, and I am really excited to showcase to you guys what Simple Pix really is about, what we offer, and why we're special, why our team is different than the others. What do we do differently, and how do we provide our analysis, how do we provide our setups, why we take our setups. All this is very important. And slowly over the time, we'll be sharing these stuff with you guys. I'll be kind of forming a strategy, a YouTube strategy for you guys, right? A confirmation list that says, what are the requirements for us to be able to execute a specific trade. So I really look forward to being here more often. I really look forward to trading live with you guys. We'll be executing positions regularly together. London session usually has lots of volume, so we'll be taking advantage of that, and we will be taking advantage of the New York session. Currently, again, I'm running $221 on USD CAD. This account was started from almost $500, and it's up right now 500%. I will be connecting it to my FX book so that everyone can be able to see our progress. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach us on any of our socials. It was a pleasure being here live on London session. It was a pleasure sharing my analysis with you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful week. This week is going to be really nice. It's we're getting a monthly candle transition, so be aware of that, and be aware of any red folders. And we should stay in touch. Take it easy. See you around.